You know, what I do here each week on Fridays is do a makeup demo. And from the time I started this back in January, so this has been 7 months of Fab Fridays. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're going into, well, 6.5 months of makeup demos, 6.5 months of Miss Sherri, who loves makeup, coming on with no makeup, just bearing it all to the world. And it's been pretty liberating for me, to say the least, that I can bare my face with no makeup in front of literally thousands of people. But I've been getting so much good feedback. Good morning, Becky. From my clients, and it's been interesting. I'll go out and about. I was at Marshall's the other day, and the girl at the checkout, she says, I watch your Fab Fridays. I was at the Kingsport fireworks celebration, and a young girl came up to me and she says, I watch your Fab Fridays. Can I have my picture with you? Like I was a celebrity. So that was so cute and sweet. And of course I obliged. But what's so exciting for me is that people are enjoying it and they come back week after week and watch these live makeup demos. Now last week I did a hair demo, showed how to get this nice curly hair, and that one got over 3,000 views, so that's pretty amazing. So I really appreciate all of you all for liking the video, sharing the video, and making your wonderful comments, which really warms my heart. So as you all that are part of the Fab Friday team, you know that each week, everyone who likes a video, shares a video, or makes a comment gets entered into a contest, and I have a weekly giveaway. Now, this week, I'm going to be giving away one of my magnetic compacts, and I'm going to be talking about this today and the beauty of using this magnetic compact. Awesome. That's the gift for today. Next week's gift is going to be a music gift. One of my favorite artists, Annie Robinette, has agreed to give 2 of her CDs. So that is just phenomenal. And you guys will love, love, love her music and her storytelling. It's just so real and beautiful. So I'm excited about next week's giveaway. This week, one of my magnetic compacts. So everyone who shares the video will be entered. Everyone who likes the video and comments. Thank you, Paula. That's so sweet. And Becky, I know. Becky sent me a picture. She got a little burn from the curling iron. Honestly, curling irons, they're 450 degrees. So imagine like 350 to 450. That is hot. And it just barely touches your skin, and oh goodness, you can get a burn. I know I burned 2 of my fingers the other day. I just touched it to the iron. So please, please, please be careful. I'm sorry if you get burned. I hope your hair looks good, but definitely they can be dangerous. Let's see here. Any more business that I wanted to deal with. But anyway, what I was going to say is that in these Fab Fridays, I talk a lot about things that I like. For example, I see Linda Stallings just joined in. I went to her kettlebell class this week at the Slater Center, and it was awesome. So I'm going to try to integrate that into my schedule and come back to your class. And now that I'm a member, a full-fledged member of the Slater Center, I want to go back for more exercising there. So for me to be able to give shout outs to my friends that have amazing businesses, somebody like Annie with her voice or Linda with her exercising, that's like all the better for me to be able to share things that I love. So that's the whole point of this, for me to share tips with you on how to make your day easier, makeup tips and tricks, hair tips and tricks, and also things that I love, things that I've tried and that are tried and true and that you can try and that I hope that you will love too. Kind of like a little mini Oprah. Remember how Oprah would have her favorites of the day? Well, those are the kinds of things that I would like to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started with the makeup demo. A little bit about my hair first. I washed my hair, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I washed it on Wednesday. And so today is the 3rd day, and I had full intentions of shampooing, and I got up and I thought, you know what? That looks good enough. So I just kind of touched up with the wand, just like I did last week. but or with a curling iron, but I just did the top section. I didn't curl any of the underneath, so I didn't do like 3 or 4 sections. I just did a few right on the top section to give a little definition to the curl that had kind of, had the bedhead look. So you can do that maybe on your 2nd or 3rd day. Just add in a few curls and that will help your style to look better. It instantly refreshes it and doesn't take long at all. So there's the hair tip for today. For the makeup look, I thought that I would like to show, Linda says, we'll miss you today. Yeah, the problem with my Fab Fridays is that they're from 8 to 9 and your class is at 8:30. So I know you're off to your class here in a little bit, but maybe, I don't know if I can get up any earlier to do it, to get to do Fab Friday and do your kettlebell class. But I might have to tweak it a little bit because that class, I could really feel it working my muscles and my heart rate went up. I know I love my yoga and I go to yoga as much as I can, but it doesn't get your heart rate up. So I feel like you need a little cardio too, and I'm sure Linda would agree with that. So we have to take care of our bodies. We have to eat right, we have to exercise, because makeup is just icing on the cake, but the ingredients of your cake have to be right for it to rise, right? So let's see here. Everything I'm using today is in my Trifold Makeup Bag. And you guys know how proud I am of this. I've got my brushes right here on this side. Then my compact slides right in. I had this made just for me, to my specs, picked out the fabric, everything. So the compact fits here, then you can put your other things on this side right here. Then fold, and then the elastic comes there, and then there you are, good to go, everything you need. So especially if you're one that travels or you really like to be organized, or you have to do makeup on the go, this slides into your purse really easily, so it's not too big. So the important thing, what we're talking about here, is kind of having makeup essentials. Not carrying everything, the full kitchen sink, but just a few things that you know that you like and knowing how to use them. So for example, in my compact, and this is magnetic, when you look in here, I have all the colors I need. I actually have a foundation, a highlighter, a blush, and a full range of eyeshadows. Now my eyeshadows range from light to black, and then I have a few transition colors, kind of creamy colors in between, and then a few accent colors that I can use. So really all you need, light, dark, something medium, and an accent color. You could get away with just only having those colors and blending those, and that's really all you need. Then I'll tell a little bit about the rest of these later, but this is actually a creamy foundation, and this highlighter I purchased at the drugstore, and I'm going to use that today. I popped that in, took it out of its case, and put it in my magnetic palette. So that's the good thing about this, is that the things can come in and then come out and then go back in. So that is awesome. And you just take what you need, and maybe you can change your colors by season, or if, like this one here, my blush, when it starts to run out, you just take that out and replace it with a new one, which I need to do. I actually need to make an order and get more of those in stock. Now for the makeup, I'm going to tuck my hair away from my face, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Now, I did mention about maybe 2 months ago, I did some, microblading on my eyebrows, because I had really sparse parts right here, and I did the microblading, not really heavy, not real super bold, but just enough to fill in the bald spots that really bothered me. So when I wake up in the morning, when I don't have my makeup on, I still feel like I look okay. So I'm in totally 100% of that. But I am going to add just a tiny bit more. So I'm working with an angled brush with a little spoolie on the end, and I will gently comb up my eyebrows, and I'll fill in just a tiny bit more. Now in my palette, I've got this color right here. This is called Espresso, and it works really good for the brows. So I'm just going to barely tap, and then right here at the edge, I'm going to just tiny light strokes, almost like hair strokes. Just fill that in, define that just a tiny bit more. And this is kind of an ashy color, so it works well with my natural kind of ashy, I guess, light brown eyebrows. Okay, so just filling that in just a tiny bit. And you can see right here, I need just a little bit more. So just barely tap, tap. My little granddaughter, Adeline, you saw her about a month or so ago. She did a makeup demo with me. And when she gets ready with me in the mornings, I see her, she'll say it, tap, 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 tap. She absolutely remembered what I told her, that all you need is just a little bit, and lightly just tap, 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 tap. So we don't have to be heavy-handed with our makeup. Now, some makeup artists that you see, and the internet world is full of them. Lots of makeup artists that put lots and lots of makeup on, and that's all well and good if that's the way that they enjoy it, and if that's the way you enjoy it. But my style of makeup is a little lighter and goes on a little quicker. So we're not going to take an hour or a long, long, long time. This is going to go on quick. Do you guys like that method of being quick and easy and a little lighter handed? I hope you do. So let's see, there's eyebrows. Next, what do we want to do? I've been doing things a little bit, changing it up just a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of my Tarte Cosmetics. And this is a concealer. And I'm going to put just a little bit under the eye. And then right here where I have some redness. And I'm going to do a little bit, whoops, right here over the lips, okay? So start with this. Now, this is just the way I've been doing it lately. I do things differently all the time. I'm forever trying new techniques. So I start with my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is the color, I can never read those things, light medium, okay? Then I'll take my ring fingers, and I'll lightly kind of tap and spread that out. And then I'll take that little, what's on my fingertips, and rub that above my eye, okay? So this is also, it looks funny with my mustache, serving as just a little bit of an eyeshadow primer as I put this under the eye and over the top of the eye, okay? So very lightweight primer. Then as I work with what's here on my cheeks and over my lips, and I like to have the color around my lips because that helps my when I go to put my lip color on, over it, it stands out and makes it more defined. So right here through the center of my face, that's where I have my redness. I'm going to take, I got a little color left, so I just rub down my nose. And then I rub up the center of my face. Now, this is the way I've been doing my makeup lately. Do I do everybody's makeup this way? No. Usually, when I'm doing makeup for photo shoots, I always use an airbrush. But I don't have that all set up for me, all fancy. And this I found lasts a long time. So all the redness that I have kind of right through the center of my face has been muted out, if you would. Not completely covered necessarily, but kind of muted or softened or blended out. Now, sometimes I'll do the full face first. Sometimes I do it before, because I've been doing it before lately, because then that gives a little bit of prime right there on the eyelid. I took a few things out of my bag accidentally. Let me run and get them. Don't go away. Are you guys enjoying this so far? Give me a thumbs up. Love to see you. I accidentally set out my my KKW powder, which I've been loving lately, and I think one of the things I love about it the most is the little brush that goes along with it, because it goes really well under the eyes, and I've been using that to bake or set my concealer with a tiny bit of powder. I heard this morning, I think it was this morning, that Kylie Jenner is said to be like the youngest billionaire. Unreal. From her Kylie lip kits, she's become a billionaire. So her sister Kim with her KKW is, I'm sure, pretty close behind her, but she's not the young one. She's older, but it is incredible how much money these big corporations are making on their money, on their makeup. But I do love this because what I'll do is tap that in there, okay? And then I get a little bit of the color on the little brushy like the guy. And then when I take it and push it up under my eye, it's just the right shape. So what that's going to do is help to set that. So I push it in and then I tap it along. Now I don't use a ton of it. And then I'm kind of using that just to kind of press in the powder. So this will set what I've done. And the idea of baking, putting powder over your concealer and things and then letting it set and it just kind of goes in, that's what baking is. And some people will really lay it on super heavy. I don't put it on quite as heavy. I don't want a lot of powder. I mean, obviously I'm going on 55 years old. I've got lines and wrinkles and I don't want a lot of powder to set into that, but I do want to set it. I have found when you do set this with the powder, it does last a long time. So that's what we're doing. Again, this is the way I'm doing the makeup today for our summertime fabulousness. This may not be the way I do it tomorrow. All right, let's use this little fluffy brush and I'm going to start on the eyes. Good morning, Mr. Marcel. Let's see here. This color right here, if you can see that. Gonna go in here and go back and forth. In here, just a little bit. Back and forth like a windshield wiper motion. So this is in the crease area and you can feel your brush goes. Thank you, Mindy. Oh yeah, those young people love them some Kylie, don't they? And she's a beautiful girl and congratulations for her for finding confidence and getting the looks that she likes and sharing it with other girls that they really enjoy her makeup. And her lip kits are nice. I'm using something else for my lips today that is similar to the liquid lipstick, but one that lasts longer that's my personal favorite. Loving your necklace. Thank you, Miss Sarah. I got the necklace, the earrings, and the bracelet, and the ring all for $9.99. One of those things that come across my Instagram feed. And I really like them. I got them. I thought it'd be cool for a photo shoot, but I think for on occasion wear for me, definitely I'm going to pull it out. But if I wore it every day, I'm sure it would turn green, so we can't do that. All right, so just putting that color there in the crease line. And that was this one right here. Now I'm gonna go back with just a little bit of the blush and go over top of that and kind of soften that line and give just a little bit of pink right there. The light's kind of difficult for you to see. Okay, so there's the beginning of our eyeshadow. I don't always put color right there on that lower lid, but let's go ahead and do that. Let's take this light color and we'll just sweep that over. Now sometimes, you know what you can do, once you have your primer or your first set, go over lightly with this kind of a matte light shade or a translucent powder, and that will help to set that. When you put the powder over top of something wet, then every powder you put over top of that later helps to blend better. All right, that's looking good. Good morning, Miss D. Good to see you here. So that is the beginnings of the eyeshadow. Now I said this was going to be summertime fabulousness and you don't need a lot of colors. So I think that is all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow. Just really like those barely little bit of colors. But putting the darker color in the crease line helps to make that a little more deep set. My eyes are very big and that kind of brings that in. Nice tip to soften the line. Thank you. Now let's see what we want to do next. For a while, I kind of got away from wearing my cat eyeliner. And the reason was my granddaughter, little Adeline, she used it all up and then I just didn't replace it. She actually put the eyeliner in her hair. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster. Amy Lauren had a hard time getting that out, let me tell you. So I just recently replaced this liner. So Jan says, love the soft eye look. Well, I'm going to change it up just a little bit with this cat eye. But we're going to have just like a neutral eyeshadow color and then go in with the cat eye. Now I ordered something and I think it's on its way. The Vamp stamp, which puts the triangle right here. And I first saw it, I'm like, that is so hokey. That's got to be just like the dumbest thing ever. And then I saw a friend of mine, Julia Kuzmenko, did a photo shoot for them. And I thought, well, maybe that's a real company. Maybe I'll try it. And then I looked into, so anyway, I'll tell more about that next week when my Vamp stamp comes in. And we'll try it out here for Fab Friday next week. And we'll see how we like it. What about that? I really enjoy trying out new things and having you guys see whether it works or not. And some of these demonstrations, believe me, they're definitely live. And I don't practice always the look before because I want it to be authentic. All right, so with your cat eye, you just have to go back and forth. And you have to concentrate a little bit. Thank you, Carla, you're so sweet. And I like using a little brush. This is actually kind of like a lip brush, but it's very flat and sleek. And I can get, I can use it on the flat part for the bigger parts, and then I can turn it on the side for the smaller edges when I want to get a little closer to the lash line. Then I can kind of turn it on its edge. So I'm going to go just to the corner of the eye. See here, right here. This is important that you remember that you get that part of your eyelid. Whenever I'm doing makeup on another person, sometimes that is hard to get. But that's important to get that part of your eyelid right here from the edge. Okay? Because that helps to give the definition all the way out. Aw, there's my friend Sherri Petenbrink. I'm so proud of all the things you've been doing, girl. You have been working so hard. I tell you what, education in the hair industry is not easy. I know from experience it is hard, and you are working hard and you're banging it up. I'm super proud of you. Let's see here. What I like to do too is you can take your liner and tap it up under your eyelashes. Okay? That is called the tight line. And that is also important because if you don't do that part, you almost have like a light part. So you'll have a light part, then you'll have your cat eye. So if you take, and I just ever so lightly tap in. That's funny, Mike. You know, men watch makeup too. Some men do makeup. Matter of fact, most of the really famous makeup artists are men. But what I always say about men is that, you know, you men look at your women more than they look at themselves in the mirror. So a man's opinion is important because you're the one sitting across the table from them and looking at them in the car and admiring their beauty. So it's important what you think. All right, let's see here. How's that? And I believe Debbie's coming in today to get her hair done. So I'll be seeing her a little later. The eyeliner that I use for this, and this is actually my very favorite. I use all kinds of things. You guys know I try everything coming and going. This one is from my own private label line. I carry this on my website, sherrijessee.com, and the color is Onyx. It goes on so easy and it works so well. This is by far my favorite cat eye liner, or it's like a cream. A Luxe Cream Liner, and it does so well for the cat eye. Kudos for that one. Awesome. Now, saying my website, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Good morning, Miss Brenda. My website, sherrijessee.com. On my website is a tab. If you go to sherrijessee.com and cursor down on the home page, there's a section there that says subscribe. If you go and subscribe, to my website, and I'm going to be doing monthly newsletters or periodic newsletters and giving out special tips and tricks. Everyone that subscribes to my newsletter this week, I'm going to enter you into a contest for a big prize, a $100 shopping spree in my store, okay? So everyone that subscribes to the newsletter will be entered into a contest to win $100 shopping spree in the website store. Is that a good prize? Would you like that? So subscribe to the website. Go to sherrijessee.com, cursor down the page, click subscribe, and share that with your friends. Suggest your friends subscribe to the website. Everyone will be entered into a contest to win a $100 shopping spree in my store. So I came up with that idea, and let's see. Oh, also, if you go there, when you subscribe to the website, to the newsletter, you will receive a coupon code for 30% off any of your purchase today. So if you're thinking about getting the Luxe Cream Liner, you're thinking about getting your own magnetic palette, today would be the day. Subscribe to the website and you'll get a 30% off coupon code on all your purchases. So, along with that business, Becky says, what's your favorite eyeliner brush? I like using a lip brush for my eyeliner. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I do. I use a lip brush for my eyeliner. Now, let's go on and see, what's next? Favorite for summertime, Macy and Mia, Playtime is Over, mascara. This is waterproof, and it's super cool because it's almost, I've heard of those mascaras that almost form tubes on your lashes. Well, when you wash this waterproof mascara off, that's what happens. It just kind of comes off in little tubes, so it doesn't pull or tug on your eyelashes. And it really defines the lashes like crazy. Look at that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, when I put my mascara on, I go very close to the lash line, and then I actually close my eye and push up. So I'm going super close to the edge of the lashes. Now let me go through with this little spoolie and do a little separation. Because I don't want it to be too thick. Now this mascara, I'm telling you, ladies, and gentlemen, it is the bomb.com. It really lengthens and covers those lashes. So I'm going to use this to separate them just a little bit. Now, how's that? Almost looks like false lashes. I mean, this works so well. You can get this on DJ Victory's website, macyandmia.com. And you know I've been using some of her things. And any of you all that follow my Instagram, you might have seen I did 2 brides last week, and one bride I used the lashes, and the other bride I used some of the pressed glitter from the Macy and Mia. So really love those for the specialty in my brides. Absolutely look gorgeous. And so congratulations to Emily and to Laura on their weddings. And I was pleased and honored to be part of their weddings. I had one on Saturday and one on Wednesday. And Macy and Mia helped me to get those girls ready with her awesome products. Alrighty, look, now right there, that happened last time. I got a little bit, I forget what she told me, how she told me to get it off because it is waterproof. I'll just have to scrub and rub. There we go. Thank you. Let's see, Elizinda. Love that name, cool. All right, we're here at the shop. I've been doing my Fab Fridays at work, because that way when I get the makeup on, I'm ready for my first client and I don't have to drive on to work after that. How's that looking? Good, you like that? Now, what do we want to do for the under eye? You know, sometimes I don't do much of anything. And if you don't put liner on the bottom, it actually helps your eyes to be more open, because when you put a lot of dark heavy, it brings it kind of up. So I think I'm going to leave that makeup free, and I will just go through. I mean, I'm telling you, there's a ton of mascara in here. This is gonna last a while. So I almost have to rub a little off because it's so much. So just there, I'll just put a little bit of mascara. Now, if you have long lashes on the bottom, for some reason I do, so I like to do mascara, but if you don't have good lashes on the bottom, and that happens to be not one of your specialties, just don't even worry about it. Just leave that blank. And I think that's completely fine. Alrighty. Any of you all watch the finale of The Handmaid's Tale? What are we gonna do on Wednesdays now? I'm sad to see that be over. Alrighty, that was so good. You guys liking that look so far? So there's the eyes. We did the crease, we did the cat eye, we did the mascara, a little bit on the brows. I use my Shape Tape to correct some redness I have going on in the center of my face. But as we correct redness, then we have to put redness back in. So I'm gonna go in here and tap, tap, tap into my blush. And right here when I smile, I can feel that part of my cheek and just put a little bit of rosiness. Go in here and tap, tap, tap right here, the apple on my cheek, and then kind of swirl that up. And you can feel that when you smile, it comes out. And we talk about this every week. Your best accessory, the best makeup you can do is to wear a smile. Now, this right here, I've been enjoying this, and it's just something a little fun. It was super cheap. I don't even remember how much it was, maybe $4. But anyway, it's Wet n Wild, their highlighter, and I took it out of the plastic compact, and it came out really easily, and slide it right in here to my Sherri's compact, so that rather than having a bunch of compacts, good morning, Miss Connie, good to see you, I have just what I need in here. So this is my favorite highlighter of the moment, and I've been using my finger, so I slide that on, here it is, and then I put that right there on the cheekbone, the high part of my cheekbone, okay? Can you see that? Got that bling. Got that bling going. Now right here, rub a little bit, and I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Leslie. I see somebody made an order from my website store. Thank you, Leslie. Or I know you made an order, and I will be excited to see what I have to put together and send out to you this week. Now, as I rub, I still have color here. I just take that and go down the center of my nose, okay? So I'm using my fingers for a lot of things today, but that's okay. The good thing about your fingers is you can really feel where you're putting that. So just lightly touch a little bit here on my forehead, and then that pretty much gets that off. So we got a little bit, maybe a lot of cheek bling, but that's okay. That is, maybe I'll just take this and kind of brush that away just a little bit. This is totally blingy, but it's very finely milled. So it's not like, it's hard to see with that light, sorry. Maybe you can see it right there. It's not big sparkles, it's just like pretty shiny. So, Wet n Wild, that is my highlighter for today. Now let's see what else I would like to do. We're down to the lips. This hasn't taken us very long, just about 30 minutes. I laid out 2 colors, and I thought I would mix them and share with you how I mix colors. And then I will use a lip brush to put them on. So these, you guys know, I dig my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, right? This stuff lasts like forever. I went camping with the grandkids a few weeks ago, which was phenomenal. So good to see my grandkids, love them to pieces. But the next morning, my little granddaughter, Hannah, who loves makeup, and she just kept looking at my lips, and I'm like, she's like, they're like, you still have your lipstick on. I'm like, I put this on before I left. The next morning, sleeping under the stars, my lipstick was still intact. Amazing. So we're going to use, okay, so I've got color number 60 and color number 15. Now you can look at these. This one's more like a pink and this one's more like a peach. So I'm going to put some of the peach out on my hand, and then I'm going to put some of this pink out onto my hand, And what that will help me do is mixing the two colors together will give us a nice blend. So it won't be too pink and it won't be too peachy. So whenever you're doing your lip colors, if you don't have the color you want, you can always mix them. I do that all the time when I'm doing makeup on the road. Now when I'm doing makeup on the road, and this is really where I learned to downsize. Good morning to Joy Lynn. I saw you just had a baby. Congratulations on your new baby. But when I have to carry all my bags, they're super heavy. So the least things you can have and that you can combine together and mix, the more looks you can get with the smaller amount of space. So that's where I got in the habit of mixing my lip colors and then applying it with a brush. And I'm working with this is just a tiny, you know what? This is actually, I think, an eyeliner brush. So I used a lip liner brush to put on my eyeliner and an eyeliner brush to put on my lip color. Crazy. But you see, going very, very carefully. Now we know that we want symmetry. Go back and forth on that and go. I go just outside of my lip line. Good morning, Margaret. Okay, then I want to look and see that I have the shape put in like I like it. Now I'm going to go back with just a tiny bit of this peachy color. And I'm going to put more of that here in the center. This would have been better to use a lip brush, but I didn't plan ahead to have two lip brushes, so that's okay. Thank you, Miss Barbara, I appreciate that. So I just go back in with this kind of peachy color and put that in the center. Are you guys liking the way that this is looking? Gonna give me some thumbs up? Now when I put these liquid lips on, I usually put 2 coats on. So that probably helps to make it last longer too. But it kind of takes me that much. The lip time is the quietest time of the video, for sure. It kind of takes me that much to get the lip shape just right. I see I got a little, oh gosh. There we go. Had a little bit of dry skin there. Sorry about that, people. All right. I think that looks good. That has my lips fairly balanced out. Just outside of my lip line, all the way around, fill in, mix these 2 colors together to get just the right blend for today. Kind of like a rosy color, if you would. And let's see what is next. I want this lip color to dry. And then I think I might put just, it's still a little tacky because I put it on pretty heavy. Let's see. Let's go in and do just a little bit of brightening. We've got this little fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with this light color. I see Annie Robinette's there. Annie Robinette CDs are going to be next week's giveaway. Today's giveaway for everyone who likes or shares this video will win one of my magnetic palettes. Everybody that subscribes to my website, sherrijessee.com, toggle down, there you can subscribe. If you'd like to be part of my newsletter family, and I'll set out newsletters and special discounts throughout the year. When you subscribe to my newsletter today, everyone that subscribes to the newsletter will receive 30% off anything in my store. Everyone who subscribes, now I'm going to go in here with this highlighter and lightly tap that onto the lips. So everyone who subscribes, this is important, everyone who subscribes to my newsletter during this week will be entered into a contest to win a $100 shopping spree, any of the items of your choice in my website store. So please subscribe to the website. When you subscribe, you get 30% off in the website store. Now let's see, I'm gonna go in with this brush. It has a little more of a pointy end. I'm gonna go back just a touch of this highlighter and do just a little bit right there on the brow bone. Just a little bit, okay? A little bit of highlight color. And a little bit here. Put a little bit right there in the tear duct. And I already put a little bit of this highlighter onto my lips. So that took the matte lip color and made it more of like a, I guess, kind of frosty, sparkly look. Now, what do you guys think of that? Is that a good summertime look? You like that? You can definitely see the cheek glow. We got the cat eye. You guys, I always try to see if we can get it into good light. You like that look? The way that that turned out? I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Definitely subscribe. This light is really good. I should have done the video this way. Subscribe to my video, to my website newsletter, sherrijessee.com. You can get 30% off. Please share this video, like the video, make comments, share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. I hope that you did. I hope that you have a wonderful, safe weekend. I will do today's drawing as soon as I can. I'm super busy. I've got like a ton of clients today. But I'll do the drawing as soon as I can later on today for everyone who likes, shares, and comments on today's video will be entered in today's contest. Next week, Annie Robinette prize package. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you all watching. And I'll see you next Friday, or well, I'll see you later today for the drawing.